Hey everyone, it's Mrs. Hill. Welcome back to my channel. I am so glad you're here for a story titled Eeny and Her Sisters by the author Jane Yolen, illustrated by Catherine Brown. I know you're going to love this story, so let's get started. There once were 3 sisters who lived at the bottom of a deep, dark hole. Their names were Eeny, Meeny, and Miny Mole. In that hole, dark was light, day was night, and all the seasons seemed the same. Now the older sisters, Meeny and Miny, were happy in their hole. They loved the sweet darkness of it, the cozy dirt walls that smelled both old and new, and sometimes of slow falling dew. They were happy to have no surprises. Surprises were always dangerous. Their larder of hanging stalks was kept very tidy. An underground storm nearby was theirs for both drinking and washing. They did not ever need to leave the hole. But Eeny, the youngest, was not like her sisters. She loved the world up above. It was full of things, both complicated and new, and full of surprises. Her favorite part. She loved the surprise of summer, when flowers as numerous as stars clotted the green hills. She loved the shock of autumn, when leaves swept down like silent, sullen birds. She loved the winter, when the hills were like a lake of diamonds. But most of all, Eeny loved up above in the spring, when everything seemed possible. Meeny and Miny were not happy about Eeny's visits to up above. They scolded her whenever they could. "Moles should be content in their holes," Meeny said, and Miny added, "New is bad. New is scary. New is another word for never go there." "You could be eaten by a bird up above," warned Meeny, who had never seen a bird. "You might be pounced upon by a creature up above," warned Miny, who had never seen a creature except for another mole and the occasional worm and 1 or 2 centipedes. "You could be handled by a human up above," they said together, though they certainly had never seen a human, just heard rumors, stories, and terrible tales. "I have seen birds and creatures up above," Eeny said, "and I am still here. I have even been handled by a human, the boy up above," she reminded them, "and I am still here. I have learned something new and wonderful from each of them, as new and wonderful as hot chocolate." At the mention of something new, even hot chocolate, which they had never heard of before, Meeny and Miny lay down together on the fainting couch. Such notions gave them both the collie wobbles and feelings. Meeny and Miny took to their beds for a day and a night with the pillows over their heads, so it was darker than dark. Nothing Eeny said could rouse them. She went to up above, where spring had just arrived, and came down with handfuls of meadow flowers. Her sisters would not stir. She went to up above a second time and came back with herbs from the boy's garden. Her sisters would not move. She went to up above once more and came back with hot chocolate in acorn cups that the boy had given her. The sisters did not know what hot chocolate was, but the smell had them sitting up in record time. "What is this?" Meeny and Miny asked together, turning to Eeny in surprise, for they had never seen, smelled, or tasted any such thing before. "It is new," said Meeny suspiciously. "It is not from our hole," said Miney uncomfortably. "But it is dark like our hole," they both agreed. They each took a careful sip, then another, and soon the drink was entirely gone. "Why, it is delicious," they said together. "Is there any more?" "Lots," said Eeny, smiling. "The boy has great jars full in his house." Meeny spit out the hot chocolate left in her mouth, her lips pruned. "A house?" Miney coughed up the hot chocolate left in her mouth, and she bared her teeth. "A human boy? From up above?" they asked together, shaking all over in fear. Meeny and Miney took to their beds again. They put pillows and sheets over their heads. They shivered and moaned. But even though they were afraid, they longed for another taste of the heavenly hot chocolate. Eeny ignored them and went back to the up above. She dumped an entire acorn cup of lukewarm hot chocolate on herself and dove back into the hole. Her sisters threw off their covers. They put their arms around her. They sniffed the dark perfume in her fur. "All right," Meeny said, "but only at night." "All right," said Miney, "but only at night without a moon." So they went up above on a moonless night and danced together under the twinkling stars and drank acorn cups full of hot chocolate that Eeny brought them from the boy's house. "It's a beginning," Eeny thought. "Stars, then moon, and soon enough, the light, and everything will be fine and possible and new." The end. I hope you all loved this story. And I'm going to leave all of the author's information in the description box below, where you can check out any of their other books and a place where you can purchase this very book for your own library at home. See you in the next book. Bye!